Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today this conversation is about celebrating. So yesterday I was about to making this video for you guys, but yeah, I'm just deciding not to post it to you guys. So I'm just waiting, and then it's keep coming on me, and then it's always give me a flashback. So now you guys all know the world is getting really scary outside. So when you guys seeing the news, listening the news, newspaper, radio, everywhere surrounding you, it's just very dangerous at this moment. So just be careful out there. If you went outside and then try to do things that is really important, so just watch out, just be careful, okay? So and then yesterday when I was like, I know this is like so random, so when I was taking shower, it just flashback the memory. It's about when I was in high school. I don't know if I'm telling you guys this story. Some people, some of my friends, they know like this story. When yeah, so I share it to them, and then some people is just laugh and then just blaming me because I'm so dumb as a kid. So everyone's, when they're kids, they just brutal. They just want to be a freedom. They just want to be noticed, or they just want to be having fun, or they just have a free spirit. So in that moment when I was in high school, I remember I was having a problem because you guys know I got an accident on my when I was 13. So I messed up my body, I messed up my leg, and then the stitches is just hurting myself, like hurting me so badly, and I'm crumbling, when I walk to the school. Because when I'm young, I'm just like, there's no people pick me up from the school, guys. There's no somebody that picked me up or somebody dropped me off to the school. My apartment, we used to live, me and my mom, just two of us. It's not that far, but if you take a car, if you drive with the car, probably just only 10 minutes away. But if you go fast with the car, probably just 5 minutes away. But when you take a walk, it will just go from block to block, street to street. And then here in the United States, is the weather, somehow it can be really hot when it's summer, and it's really freezing in the winter. So when I'm arrived in the United States, which is during the winter, I remember, and then I so naive when I was young. Me and my mom is really open-minded. So when we are home in our apartment, we live with so many people. One apartment, guys. I remember, I think one apartment, it has 3 rooms, I think 3 or 4 rooms, but inside that apartment, Jesus, it's like 20 people. So one room, it could be like 5 people inside that room. And then in my room, in my apartment, I mean in my room, is me, my mom, and then another's like aunties that they just coming staying for like 2-3 nights somehow, because they work as a nurse, or they live in helping like taking care of kids just far from the city. So you can imagine, one bed I slept with 4 people. So I could be my leg in the other side and my head in the other side, so who knows. But in that moment, I'm really appreciate. I remember, I'm a human being. Did I complain? Probably yes, like a little things like, Mom, this is so hot, this apartment need AC. Mom, I need more bed so I can sleep more, nicely. That kind of thing. But I never just to uh, put my situation, me and my mom's situation, in others people's situation. Like example, so when I look at another kids or my neighbor, they live so nicely. They don't have to struggling with a random people. They don't have to sleep with others people. They have a freedom, put it that way. So more freedom, more comfortable, more, everything is more. But I look at my situation and I just appreciate what situation in that moment. That's what we have in the moment, you know. It just, we just can't afford one apartment, one room, and then we have to struggling, we have to face sleeping with others. So what, you know. But we're so happy we don't have to be like, you know, think about something else, or pretending that we have everything than my neighbor or whoever, you know. So somehow it's really connecting with what happened right now. Like, you know, I just feeling really sad when people's in this century they still comparing each other. When I look at the, I don't want to see the news, just to be honest guys, but when I turn on my computer, I want to click YouTube, it just popping out the things that I don't want to see. But hey, we can't avoid it, right? So I see a lot of like car dealers here in Hollywood area, that when after protests or lootings, they do stupid things. They just burn all those cars, like fancy luxury cars. They stealing all the jewelry from the jewelry stores, like a lot of those crazy things. Like and I almost like freaking out when my mall, the mall that I worked, I'm like, oh Jesus, please don't hurt that mall, don't screw up that mall, because I used to work there. And then if that's mixed up, it's gonna mix up the me, myself, and then all the people that just staying home right now, they're just waiting and hoping the situation will coming back as a normal, and then we can do our job. You know, we just want to be really a regular humans. We just need ours. We want things that is just for our comfort, which is making money for the family, putting the food on the table for our family. And during the COVID, I know a lot of people got blessed by a newborn baby, some people pregnant, this and that. I'm planning to have that family, to build the happiness of my family. And then here we go, we facing with another challenge. It's just really sad, you know. Like I feel everything is repeating and repeating. I thought everyone's learned by the mistake, you know. Everybody a mistake individually, but still no. People still don't understand. They still flip the way they're thinking. The anger is still there. The wound is still there. I thought it was healed, guys, for the years, the 20 centuries, but I guess it's not. And then when I was yesterday, it just flashed me back. So in that high school moment, when I was in high school, I bring the beer into the school because I can't deal with the weather. I know I'm not supposed to blame the weather, but here I am. I'm just an innocent, a stupid kid. It's just very naive. So I take the beer from my apartment, and then I put it on my brown bag, and then I put it on my back, and then I just take a walk, and then I sip it a little bit because it's so freezing, and my legs is just so painful, guys. It's so hurt, the stitching, I don't know what it is, but it's just my bone, it just really ugh. So I sip it, I look around, I sip it, it was fine. And then when I get to the school, I'm just like whatever, you know. So I just do like a normal kids, learning, study, bring books, open this and that. And then, you know, in high school or in every school, they have like 10 minutes break, right? I think 10 minutes break or 15 minutes break after 4 hours inside the class. So I was left on my table. I leave my bag in there, everything is just fine. And here we go, a stupid dumb kid. I'm still like really pissed when I still remember, but hey, I let it go. But the history in my mind is still there. So this kid, which is one of the dude in my classmate, he just opened my bag and then take out the brown bag, and then he was like, "Teacher, is this a Coke? Is this a soda?" And then here we go, my teacher said, "Who's that belong to?" "Oh, this is belong to Vera, because I just get it from Vera back." And then, okay, I didn't know that moment. So when the bell's ringing, come on, let's go inside the class. And then my teacher called my name, and then I felt this is bad, because when I take a look my bag, it's something like move. So okay, I can't lie anymore. And then when I was asking my teacher who opened my bags, and then the teacher said, "Oh, it's just," he said that the particular guy. And then I was like, okay, it's just so angry as you know, as a regular human, a regular kid. I'm just human, so I'm just so pissed, but I can't do nothing because I know it's my fault, you know, in the place. So I can't blame nobody. It is what it is. I accept it. But the scar is still there, because I wish if this dude have a respect, not just like go randomly checking out people's bag and then just asking stupid thing. He can read by himself. Do he not can read? But that's my learn, you know, that's what I need to be learning next time, you know, in the future. Don't do that stupid thing. And then okay, I let it go. But the deeply, which is after all that, I'm like, okay, I forgive it. And then I get rest, because the rules, guys, you know, all the rules. So teacher called the cops, and then I got caught. They put me with those, I don't know what they call, the handcuff, and then they put me on the office, and then they interviewing me everything, like why this is happening, do you know your age, and then you know where are you at, where you at here. This is United States, they have a different rule as your country. And I was like, okay, I know. And I was crying, I'm scared, I'm freaking out, because I don't scare with my mom when she find out this thing, because she know what my situation, which is my leg, because I have a struggling with my leg. So she's understand. Probably I got yell 1, 2, 3. I'm okay by it, you know. But the deeply the things that are really freaking out is when the cops calling one of my pastor, because in the paper, you know, paperwork, I think it's paperwork, like something like that, like, you know, information about me and my family. So because I don't have a father, so my mom put my pastor name there. I always go to his church. I always, you know, just being in the a team, you know, inside the church. So he put his name on my paperwork. So they didn't call my mom because my mom always working full time. She can do nothing. She don't have a car. She, even though they call my mom, she's gonna say like, I'm just do whatever you want because, you know, I can do nothing. That's my mom. But they call my pastor. I'm like, oh, you know how bad is the feeling that I have, because I feel so fail, you know, because I have to bring him into my problem, and then he has to bring my, I don't know, probably my history, you know. People look at different things, guys. It's just like, why this kid, the pastor, they went to a church, and then now they bring a beer inside the school. What is this? Is this kind of joke, you know? So when he came, he just looked at me and he said, it's okay, Vera, because I was crying and I was like, I'm sorry, I apologize, my, you know, my behavior. So, and then my pastor said, it's okay, everything's gonna be okay, just, you know, just chill. And then by the time they were talking to my pastor, and then the cops just bring me to the cafeteria because it was a long day, guys. It was a long day. And then in that moment it was a lunch break, so the cops, he was a white guy. He's really kind and sweet, a gentleman. He's older, if I don't mistaken, he's probably around 40ish, you know, but he's like really charismatic policeman. And I still remember I was freaking out as a kid, and just like, and I'm just sitting down in the cafeteria. I was hungry, I was dizzy, tired, exhausted. And then he was saying, I'm gonna take off the handcuff, you just stay here, don't do nothing. I'm saying okay. And then I just sit there, and then he left me. He went to grab a food. I thought he just for him, you know. And then he just like, he grabbed the food. It was a sandwich and then chips, like I think it's potato chips or something like that, and then French fries, I remember. And then he was like, okay, here you go, half for me, half for you, so you have to eat. And then I was sitting there, and then really I'm like, why he's so nice, like, you know, because in my mind, in my imagination or whatever, as a kid, police is not gonna be care with like a kid like I am. I'm just doing a stupid thing, I just get caught, and then here we go, he give me a sandwich, and then the food, the snack, whatever that he just grabbed it, and I thought it was for him, but he shared it with me, guys. And in that moment, it just like, it touched my, it touched me so hard. I'm sorry. So it's hard, you know. Thing is very complex, very twisting. And I really wish people understand. We can't change the history. Things that is already past a long time ago. It has to be stopped. The wars, the blood is everywhere. Every colors, every human beings, innocent kids, poor people. Everybody feel it. Every country, every city, every family has a different history of life. And we have to deal with it. That's why they call it a history. It's great to talk about it. It's great to nostalgia, like things that, in the past, so we can teach our children, our grandkids. And everyone is really matters. I just don't get it when people say this, the label things, it matters. I mean, like, come on, everyone is matters. Every family have a different history. And we can't just abusing all the history over and over and over. Never end. So in that moment, I just appreciate what the people that always taking care of me. I probably is not a good person. Maybe when I was young, I do a stupid things, guys. I hang out with different, you name it. I hang out with crazy people. But in that moment when I'm hanging out with crazy, different color, full life, I learned so much from them, from different family. I see people judging ABC family, CDE, and as a people, as a me, as a human being, we have to be a neutral. We can't label us with anything. So not every cops is bad. Not every drug dealers is bad. Not every people make mistake and then people label them. They're bad people. People with tattoo, people with a lot of piercing. Because I remember when I have piercing, people just judging me. When I change my hair colors, people judging me. Everybody judging anyway, So that's why I always mention in my every video, you have to have a foundation in life. And the foundation is, it helps you to be really strong and tough, mentality, physically. When things like this, you still stay still because you have a belief. So hopefully with all this situation right now, the riot, the looting, or things just madness, hopefully it's over pretty soon. And then they pick up again. They built a new building. They fix things that they lost, and then it becomes strong country. Is Uncle Sam. I know Uncle Sam is really tired at this moment, maybe exhausted, just staying in the corner and just, you know, don't know what to do. But when he baking up, stand up very strongly, things gonna get better. And we as the people, we have to help this country, my city, your people, your community, your family. Pray. Every day we have to make sure that we are really close to God, because that's the only way. If people want to call it emergency, this is emergency, guys. If the people don't really like or accepting the president, the government, whoever have rules at this moment, the last chance is pray. So hopefully with this video we can learn more. Put all the history behind our back. Close the book. It doesn't mean we can't read it in the future. Just close it, forgive, let it God do it. And then don't change your belief. And take care, guys. I'll see you guys and talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.